Life is a movie, but who is writing the script? For a long time, I've thought about the idea of life being a movie. That may sound very strange to you, but hear me out. You go through your life, and it's like a story. You are born, you go to school, certain things happen to you in your childhood. Maybe you have certain childhood trauma or certain things that happen to you in your childhood that form, in a sense, help to form your personality, the person that you are now as an adult. And those things happen. And then as an adult, you make certain decisions in your life to do the things that you want to do, or that maybe you don't want to do, but you make certain decisions to move forward in your life and so on. And then you have children, perhaps you get married, maybe not, maybe you go solo in your life, who knows? But you just continue forward on your journey, and one day you get sick and die. And that is kind of how life goes. But throughout that part, so many things happen. You meet so many people, you come to so many realizations, especially if you are a spiritually awakened and philosopher. Then of course you come to many amazing realizations and so on. And it's almost like, when you think about it, life is like a movie, because it's just all this culmination of events, and it's like a really long, kind of complicated movie. But if you think about your life from a higher perspective, like from the perspective of an eagle flying above, it is like you're just looking at your life. It's almost like this movie, or this story that we tell ourselves. And specifically, when I had my heroic dose of psilocybin mushrooms for the first time, for specifically for therapeutic purposes only, then what happened to me is I saw my entire life like a life review, but from a new perspective. And that kind of put things into perspective for me, because that made me see my life more so like a movie. But it also made me realize that I can change my destiny, because this leads to the question, who is writing the script? And I realized that I was not really writing the script. I was just kind of going with the flow of things, and just going where the current took me. But from that point on, I decided I wanted to write the script more, and be my own script writer, because the thing is that if you take life by the horns, and you really kind of take charge of your life, and you do what you want to do, then you are writing the script. If you do what somebody else wants to do, then they are writing the script for you. If you see what I'm saying. If you do what the media wants you to do, then the media is writing the script for you. And but I think it's much better and more exciting to write your own script, because you have pride in the fact that you have written your own script, that you are not under the control of mind-controlling powers. And the first time I thought about this idea was years ago, because my brother, he took, when we were pretty young, he took this plant. It's actually a shamanic plant, which is called Salvia divinorum, but he just was taking it just for kicks or whatever, and apparently he was like yelling, "We're in a movie!" That's what my other friend at the time told me, that he was yelling like a madman, like, "We're in a movie!" Like, and it's like, just sounded very strange at the time, but now I kind of understand. I think maybe he even came to like a very profound realization without even realizing it, because he was just like um, had this different perspective, and taking this very powerful shamanic plant medicine, but without really realizing what he was taking. He came to the realization that life is a movie, I think. But then after he came out of it, I think he kind of just forgot about that, because he was not at the point of development to realize what he realized. So, but that's the first time that I ever really thought about that. But I didn't think about that again until years later, when I started watching more YouTube, and also taking plant medicines and whatnot. And very interesting. Um, so I'm wondering if you guys ever think about this kind of thing. Do you ever think that about how life is like a movie, or like a story, or like a book or whatever? But um, that also leads me to question sometimes, like, what we do in this life, does it really matter? Or is this just like a play that we're playing? Are we just like the jester in the play, like the the funny man in the play, the serious man in the play, you know, the sad man in the play, you know? And when you think about life as a movie, I'm getting to the kind of important point here, then you don't take things so seriously, because life is a movie. And you can more so feel more relaxed and not stress out so much, because it's just a movie, it's just a play. You know, you're just playing in the game of life. And, you know, rather than being like, I'm a real boy. But, so if you just think of life as a movie, then life actually becomes a lot more enjoyable and fun, and you don't take it so seriously, and you don't stress out so much, because you know that ultimately life is a movie, and you're just playing as in this like human form. But ultimately, you are pure spirit. You are pure, like, source. You are pure. You are pure. Um, Supernatural being, but you have come down here and you've been put into this human body to have this human experience, to experience this movie. But ultimately, we will go back to source, and that's not a sad thing. You know, I don't feel sad about death and whatnot. Of course, you know, if somebody close to me dies, I will feel a little bit sad, but I have that peace knowing that they went back to source, and that I will also go back to source, and we will all go back to source. And I have no doubt that when you die, the place that you go to is very beautiful, because it would be the going back to the all-encompassing consciousness, because being a human being is like being in a little like consciousness, from like this like little like ant perspective. But being God, or experiencing godliness, which I have experienced with meditation and plant medicines and so on, uh, is a higher level of consciousness. And as humans, we can, experience those higher levels of consciousness, like on Earth now, like heaven on Earth. But I think that it would be wonderful to go back to source. I don't want to like go so soon. I still feel like I have human experiences to experience, but I won't be mad when my day comes. Everybody's day comes. Recently, I've seen some YouTube videos of some YouTubers who died of cancer and whatnot, and literally they like vlogged their last days, which is kind of strange, but it kind of puts things in perspective, because it's like, wow, yeah, life is temporary. We all go back to the to source, or to the all-powerful consciousness, or to the big man in the sky, or whatever, to Allah, to Buddha, whatever you believe, man. But our time on this earth is limited, so enjoy your time on earth. Enjoy your time here on this planet. Don't be angry, because why waste your life being angry? Why waste your life being depressed, when you can enjoy yourself and take on a new and positive perspective, a positive mental attitude? But yeah, I hope you're all doing well out there. I'm doing pretty good today. Woke up a little bit more early today, and it feels good to wake up in the morning time. Just early in the morning, just breathing that fresh air. But yeah. So let me know if you feel that life is a movie. Sometimes it feels particularly like a movie when I'm staring up at the night sky, at the stars, on a cold winter or night or whatever, and it's just like, just reflecting back on the things that happened in my life, and it's like, that particularly feels like a movie, because it's like just thinking about what happened in my life, all the strange and wonderful things, and all the bad things that have happened in my life, just thinking, wow, life is crazy, man. But yeah. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Dom Dimensions out.